Hello guys, welcome back to, this is episode 2 of this month's Let's Mod. Here I'm trying to recreate the Battle of Minas Tirith. There's so there's two armies of Gondor and 5 armies of Mordor. As you can see, they are going to wrap around most likely. They've got siege towers, all kinds of stuff. I'm going to concentrate most of my guys around here, though, just because I want to try to hold the gate. That's what we're going to do. So let's get right in here. This battle started. Here they come. The hosts of Mordor. A lot of siege towers over there, actually. This will be interesting. Got all those friggin' arrows shooting off. Gonna take anything out? I think we're gonna damage that siege tower, but we might harm a few guys through the orcs. So let's figure this out. Kinda want these guys back here. Spearmen, put you up there. Put you over here. I know that gate's coming down. And that's going to be our biggest concern. So we're not going to want that to go down. Okay, let me rephrase that. We know the gate's going to go down. We don't want to lose it.
The enemy siege tower has reached our wall.
I'll move them up there. Alright, so here come the siege towers. The orcs filing in. Not good for us. Where's the ram, though? So let's get in, look at these orcs. Your rows of orcs. Just waiting to get in. Come over here. Let's see what we got coming over here. More siege towers. Oh, they got their mountain trolls over there. Little mispositioned, I'd say. Fortunately for us. We're going to have a whole fight going on over here. Looks like this siege tower's coming down. Let's watch them come out. There you go. Here it is. Oh, that's a janky camera, sorry. So we can see the orcs just trying to pour in, trying to make some sort of headway there. They are just piling in. They're not going to stop for anybody. No rams, interesting. Too bad I don't have more archers. Their army is just sitting there. Yet they have. They are pretty cunning. So do we have spearmen? Yeah, we've got spearmen up here. Hopefully they'll be able to take this charge pretty well. They should have battering rams somewhere. And again, so the orcs got to file up that siege tower before it actually opens. Whew. Yeah, more than one has reached our walls. Here we go. So, while this is going on, so this is the city itself. You can see it's got multiple levels, and you can kind of see right there. You can actually, path your guys through there, I believe. So you could fight this level to level if you wanted, or just give up something at the very beginning. We could go on here. Nothing. I thought that was maybe a battering ram. So far, Mordor's been kind of disappointing. Yeah, that's disappointing there. They're all just dead. Come on. Is this all you can do? I feel like Theoden right now. Is this the best you can do? Oh, if trolls are coming up that tower, that's definitely going to be a different story. Most definitely. I think they are, since they're charging that tower. Come on, let me Yeah, look, trolls are coming. And we're starting to get some stuttering. Oh, let's watch what happens when those trolls hit. It's gonna be nasty. See, the AI isn't using the other siege towers very well. Look how much bigger these trolls are. They are trolls, right? But, oh, they're just decimating these poor spearmen and archers.
Our cunning foe has reached our walls with their siege tower.
Yeah, they
We
have.
must repel them.
They have reached it, that's true. I could go help, but, just kind of want to see this happen. I want to see him fight it out here. See if we can't get in just a little bit more. I don't want to get in that far. Well, that's pretty up in it. There we go. Perfect. We'll leave it there. Let's see if those those cave trolls, how they're gonna mess people up. Look like they're doing their job pretty well. Certainly pushing back the men. This is where you don't want to be if you're fighting a battle. And how are things here? They're retreating? Okay, that's weird. Something's going on there. Looks like
Defeat seems almost certain.
defeat seems certain to you? Really? Because they haven't got through a gate yet. He's mine? Yeah, there's a lot of guys. Maybe I should just neglect the walls. Start sending people up to the walls to support. Let's do that. Gondor Spearmen. Don't really want to send them. Let's send some swordsmen up over here, though. You run over there. There we go. So, yeah. System's starting to feel it a little bit here, which is sad. I don't feel like it really should. With all these guys. But it's what's happening. Well, these orcs aren't making any leeway whatsoever. I almost want to just charge out. Let's just do that. Let's go on a suicidal charge. So where we can get out there with everybody. All you. Come with me. We have work to do. Oh, perfect. No, we're about to have combat here at the gates, so we're going to leave things be. They finally got their ram to show up. Come on, buddy. If that's the case, let's get ready over here. Glad it didn't quite move. That would have been very bad to get myself out of formation. Let's go in pike formation. I guess spear wall. They're not pikes, are they?
The enemy are battering down the gates.
There we go. I must have disactivated it. Get up there. Get up there. Yeah, that gate's about to go. Come on. There we go. Spear wall now. We'll see how they are received. That will do some damage. We'll see how much the tower guard can hold. Come on, gate. That's going down. We know it is. One more hit, and we lose it. Oh. I actually thought that was going to happen a lot sooner. Where the AI was with the ram wasn't the most opportune. So, yeah, you coming? You guys coming at this? Come on. Bring your heavy infantry. I dare you. I will bring mine. Here we go. Let's find get out of the gates. Oh, they have more guys back there. Good golly, they're not going to stop coming, are they? Well, since we don't have Rohan to save the day, this might not end as positively as it does in the books. We'll have to see. Hold your position. Oh, we routed him from the gates the first time. It's good, I suppose. No, no, no. Stay back. Don't chase him out. Make him come to us. Oh, yeah, they're just running. Ah, that camera really makes it hard for these. I do apologize. How are things going here? Oh, we got so many orcs on the wall. Look at that. We have what you call a line of orcs, I believe. That does not look good. That siege tower never deployed. These guys are barely holding their own. So basically what's going to happen is... Oh, that is really stuttery. Basically, we're going to lose. So why not go out with a smash? Get out there, guys. Go deploy. Maybe we can cut an escape. Oh, that is so jaggy. So much happening. Yeah, so I guess this is showing why why there is that whole recommended amount of people to put on screen, and I am noticing that system issues at that point. Yeah, defeat does seem certain, doesn't it? I would say it does, at least. That's why we're going to sally forth like this, and go, 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 my friends. Charge. Maybe we can terrify the orcs if they think we're powerful enough to run out, they'll flee. It's not going to happen, but you can always hope, can't you? They are so janky. Well, it is really lame if you just have like 2 or 3 armies going at it, though, so I do feel like the jankiness is better than having a non-janky, really just small, pathetic fight. Here come, guys. We'll see if we can rout the orcs. I do think my guys are better trained. They are coming in from everywhere. Wow, you could just see that those frames skipping, can't you? Woof. Alright, well, we'll do smaller fights from now on. Just got to do a big one for Minas Tirith. You just have to. Yeah, defeat seems almost certain indeed. Oh, there's so many orcs. I don't think I can survive that. There's so many orcs. I don't know why they weren't charging in before. Probably because they knew I'd be dumb and charge in. Let's enjoy some of this hand-to-hand combat for a moment, even if it is slightly janky. Yeah, again, this is where the game shines. Maybe not with this many units on screen, but oh, yeah, they're going in the city. That's bad. Okay, well, we left the city undefended. That happened. We'll ignore that. This is where the game does shine, I think, though. The mod, with these kinds of just big set-piece battles. I mean, that is a respectable amount of orcs on screen if you look at that. Oh, we're getting flanked hard. Yeah, we probably should have kept the wall to our back a little bit more than we did, but... Because even if we get these orcs to flee, we're going to be tired. And eventually... Yeah, they do. Holy crap, the enemy's just pouring in there, aren't they? Yep, here come the orcs. To pillage Minas Tirith. So that was definitely not a smart strategic decision, and I know that. Uh, they just weren't coming in at all. I guess they knew I could hold that, maybe? Or they thought I could. Because my guys certainly aren't doing as well on... Ooh. Defeat is distinctly possible. Yes, I've already lost more people. Let's see what's going on the wall over here. So I can always pull back. Yeah, that's not good. So what happened if I retreated in right now? I would get sandwiched is what would happen. So basically all we can do is fight our way through, isn't it? How are we doing? Yeah, just because there's so many of them? Makes sense. You can't defeat endless hordes of orcs. Learned that. We could. Wonder if we could break the line. Probably not. We're just gonna, oops. There's gonna be too much going on if we try. So we're just going to watch this heroic battle play out in the fields beyond Minas Tirith. This heroic but very poorly planned battle. Oh, look at all those orcs pouring in. Look at that. Not good. How are we doing with units wise? I feel like guys, yeah. Even though we're holding, we're just losing guys, so I'm going to start collapsing here pretty soon. It's just so much fun, at least for me to watch. Just a bunch of orcs and men hammer it out. Lord of the Rings style. Yeah, they're pushing. It's not for lack of effort they're going to lose, but it's for lack of numbers. That's okay, so that kind of gives you an idea. The tide they're trying to hold back. Not really gonna happen. Let's check. Oh, there's so many orcs on the walls. How are those trolls doing? The trolls still alive? I don't actually see any trolls down there. Maybe we could. Oh, there they are. Yeah, it does seem certain, does it not? Oh, this unit's gonna stand. Stand and die. That is heroic of him. Where is this man? Where is he? Where's our last heroic man? Alright, well I think I might end it here shortly once my units start routing. Didn't think it'd be this choppy, so my apologies. But hopefully it shows off kind of what you can do. I don't by any means have the strongest system, so I'm sure some of you watching this have stronger computers than I do. You probably wouldn't get as much of your quality wouldn't degrade quite as heavily. But you get an idea of what you can create with this. We've got our siege tower sitting here. You know, I didn't include ring race or any of those units. I didn't think they were needed, and I think I was right in that assumption. Defeat is definitely, I would say, certain. How are we doing out here? Yeah, they're definitely losing it at this point. So we'll leave it at that. Since Rohan didn't show up, I don't think the day's going to get saved. But I'd say our guys fought valiantly anyways. So with that, thanks for watching. This is the biggest battle I'm going to do, especially since it was just kind of janky. But that shows you kind of how big you can do. I could have included 2 or 3 more armies, I believe. So it could go a little bit bigger than this. But this at least gives you an idea of the scope of how large things can get. And this is probably the biggest city, I think, in the game. There's like the Black Gate. You guys already saw Helm's Deep and whatnot, but none of them are quite as big as Minas Tirith. So this is kind of the large end of the spectrum for the mod, which I think is pretty big. So hopefully that inspires you to try it out yourself. Let me know what you well, obviously what you guys think in the comments below, but also any suggestions for future mods you'd like me to showcase. If you think that there's something that is great but just doesn't get the publicity that it should, I mean, that's a great thing about mods, right? I don't feel bad promoting them because I don't want to do any paid for mods. I just like to show off those things people put together for just the love of gaming, the love of, you know, merging two things they really enjoy. And this is a really good example of that. So open for suggestions below. I do have, you know, next few months planned out and whatnot. But with that, thanks for watching. I think next time I want to show off the dwarves, so we might do a battle in Moria. See how dwarves put up against an army of trolls and orcs and goblins. So with that, I'll say goodbye and catch you next time. And as always, thank you for watching.